to another vlog. It is Sunday night and I'm about to cook dinner, prep my lunch because I actually have a working interview tomorrow. And a working interview is basically where I just go to a dental office and I just work there for the day, which used to really freak me out. But now that I'm so used to temping, going to a new office all the time, it's kind of just like a day of temping and I still get paid, so I'm still like working. I'm just treating it like another day of temping. We will talk about that more later. But for dinner, I wanted to show you guys these salmon bowls that we've been making. It is our current hyperfixation meal, and it's rare when Ian actually likes a meal this much, because normally I just cook salmon with my Trader Joe's salmon rub, and he doesn't like that quite as much. So he really likes this. So I will show you guys how it's done. So first we start with the rice. I just do about 1 cup of rice. I normally just do plain jasmine rice, but do whatever you please. And then I always do mine on quick cooking because it works just as well as the other settings. Okay, then we start with the salmon. I have 2 pieces of salmon. It's best that you buy the ones with the skin off already. I just buy like the big one at Costco, and then we normally like freeze the extra ones. So I've had this thawing for about a day. Then you marinate it in teriyaki sauce. I normally use the Trader Joe's soyaki, but this one is the one from Whole Foods. And I just cut it up into little cubes. Next up, while the salmon marinates for a few minutes, I really just let it marinate for maybe like 5 minutes. I get these little baby Persian cucumbers at Trader Joe's, and then I'm just gonna pop them into a little Tupperware with some rice vinegar. So these like pickle a little bit. I think a traditional pickle does have like some salt or sugar in it, but I honestly just don't really bother with that. I think some people are too strict on recipes. I'll post something on my story where like the recipe will be super obvious. It's just like 3 ingredients. And then I'll get an astounding amount of people messaging me, recipe, question mark. Unless you're like baking cookies where the science matters behind how much of each ingredient you're adding, like you're allowed to wing it. I encourage people to wing it in the kitchen because it just makes life less stressful. So we're gonna chop these up. Okay, now that the salmon has had a few minutes to marinate, I just pop it in the air fryer. I just like to make sure all of the pieces are like not touching each other. So they're all loaded up in the air fryer. And then generally this only takes like 10 minutes, but it's still a little bit cold for being in the freezer yesterday. So we're gonna try 14 minutes, see how that goes. And then while that is cooking, I'm going to pack my little snack box for tomorrow. So this office that I'm temping at, I think I actually talked about it in my last vlog. I was just so booked with other temping shifts that I couldn't do this working interview for a couple weeks, but we're finally doing the working interview. This office is like really close to my house, like 10 minutes close, which compared to some of the like hour-and-a-half long drives I've been doing is honestly really tempting, just like simply for that. So it's really close to my house. It's a female owner doctor. I actually have not worked with a woman owner doctor yet, which entices me. So we'll see how it goes. I have all my stuff already packed and ready to go. I would be doing hygiene at this office, but she's offering to pay me just like a flat daily rate, and then if I outproduce that, to pay me more. Where I would say most jobs you only get a daily rate for a certain period of time, she's gonna promise a daily rate for a long time, so that kind of takes the pressure off of producing for me, which is one of the things I just haven't really enjoyed about dentistry. Is just like constantly feeling the stress to produce. Got bell peppers, and then loading up some Simple Mills crackers. Okay, this is my little snack plate for tomorrow. We got some bell peppers, crackers, hummus, cottage cheese, a little dessert, and a little
I had 2 of these today.
thanks, little fruit bar. And then these are the toppings we put on the salmon bowls. We get edamame. It comes pre-shelled at Trader Joe's, so I highly recommend buying it there. Cucumbers I just made, and then also Trader Joe's sells these teeny tiny avocados. Also, I don't want to hear about anyone saying I shouldn't be cutting my avocado like that with my hand like that, because it's a butter knife and it's not going to cut me. So okay, and then this is how the salmon turns out. I do like it a little bit, maybe this is a little bit overcooked, but
No, it's charred on the inside.
okay. Okay, here is the final result. The salmon bowls, they are so good. Got a couple different veggies in there, salmon, teriyaki sauce. Yep, and now we're gonna go watch something. All right, just made a little ninja creamy. We have a peppermint ninja creamy with little Trader Joe's sleigh ride cookies. I've considered making a whole video on ninja creamies because I do consider myself somewhat of a ninja creamy expert, but this little cup has like 20 grams of protein. All right, I always get my bag ready to go the night before. I'm charging my Loops light because I use the wireless one and I have to use like 2 battery packs a day. Got my bag, which is usually always packed. Just got like my paperwork and everything, and my white coat, and then I'm gonna go get a pair of scrubs to lay out for tomorrow. I like to wear a fun pair of scrubs, but for an interview maybe we'll wear just like black scrubs. There's 2 types of women in dentistry: the types that wear like fun colors all the time, and the types that like literally only wear black. And I feel like there's no in between. So I'm gonna set out my black jumpsuit. I love my jumpsuit. And then we're gonna get ready for bed. We've been doing like these stretches every night before bed, which has been really nice, especially after like a day of work, even though didn't work today. It's just like nice to kind of get things moving. And we also need to change the sheets because I always sleep better when the sheets are nice and fresh. Do you wanna do our stretches?
Yeah, sure. Not so hard.
Okay, good morning. I am going to get the cats all set up for their day. I always start by opening up the blinds for Peach. I have some bird feeders out. I don't know if they're really going to be in focus, but we have been getting some birds, and Peach has really enjoyed that. And then for Pinto, we get his heated blanket on. I recently learned that cats have a higher body temperature than we do, so they need a lot more heat. So like if you're like keeping your house like 70 or below in the winter, it's too cold for them. So anyways, I just made my morning smoothie. I'll put my smoothie recipe here. And then my favorite protein for the past like 6 months has been the PE Science peanut butter vegan protein. I just really like vegan proteins in smoothies. I have no problem with whey, but like for some reason, vegan protein smoothies just works. Normally I would make this in a to-go cup, but because this office is so close to me, I don't think I could finish this in the car on the way to work. Anyways, my workday starts at 8:30 today. And that's another like nice thing about this office schedule is the schedule is 8:30 to 5 with a 30-minute lunch. And while oftentimes at offices I do notes for like a good period of lunch, I'd rather have my day be a little bit shorter. Like I don't really need to sit around for like a whole hour lunch because I don't normally like do much anyway. So I get to be there 30 minutes later, leave at the same time. It's really close to me and I like most certainly would have time easily to go to the gym in the morning before work, which I always prefer to go in the morning rather than after. I don't go to the gym after work. If I save the gym till after work, I'm just taking a rest day. That's just how it is. So since I have a few minutes this morning, I have some returns to pack up. So I'm gonna package those up so I can just like drop them off after work. Anyways, packing my bag, got all the usual stuff, packing my lunch. So for working interviews, I just treat them like another day of temping. I'm just going to this office to work. And honestly, I am more worried about how I feel about the office rather than how they feel about me, because I know I'm qualified for the position. They know I'm qualified for the position. That's why they're having me for this working interview. But this gives me an opportunity to see like what an actual day of work would be like if they're like kind of being sus about anything, because one thing I have learned about jobs as a dentist is every office is lying about something. Like there will always be something they don't tell you. And sometimes it's not a big deal and sometimes it is a big deal. So really I just want to make sure it's a good fit, it's going to be a reasonable schedule and all of that. So we will see how it goes. Okay, pros of this office that I did the working interview at. The proximity. Cons, basically everything else. Basically, like I said before, the office said that they were looking for someone to do like hygiene and fillings. I get there today, basically double column hygiene all day long. And basically it started out okay, but honestly like their instruments aren't great. I was given like one scaler for every cleaning and like maybe it was an anterior, maybe it was a posterior. Then the perio probes, some of them were so old that like you couldn't even see the marks on them. The office was really nice, the location was really nice, all the people were really nice, but I think just doing like double column hygiene and then at the end of the day she told me like, oh, I'll be doing only hygiene for like 4 to 6 months and then like maybe some fillings after that, like maybe. I just kind of don't understand why they're not just hiring a hygienist. Like why do you want to pay me a doctor pay? I mean, I guess I get to do the exams too and that makes it easier for her, but I don't think it's a good fit even though it's so close to my house. I really wish it worked out, but I just think I want a little bit more. I think I want a little bit more potentially mentorship and just like to be doing more procedures. So yeah, it's gonna be a no. Anyways, I'm really tired because double column hygiene all day is not easy. Like I've never had anything but respect for hygienists, but like double column hygiene is like something else. So anyways, we went on a little walk. I dropped some packages off at the post office. I picked up a package and we're just doing Ian's like meal prep salad for dinner because it's kind of all I want, because I also got home and ate a bunch of cheese and crackers because I was hungry. So anyways, that's the update. We're gonna watch a little TV, relax a little bit. I did also forget to mention that they literally offered me the job like by lunchtime. So I was actually having a pretty good time in the morning. The afternoon is where I feel like it went downhill. So after talking to my best friend about it, who's also a dentist, she's like, and I gave her like the full tea, she was like, you cannot take this job. So I told her I would get back to her by the end of the week. So I will definitely let them know that I'm not interested. This is what I mean by you are interviewing these places just as much as they're interviewing you with a working interview. Also, they did give me a check at the end of the day. They do pay you for working interviews, or they always should. If someone's offering not to pay you for a working interview, they're just getting like free labor for the day. So it truly is just like a day of temping. Anyways, I'm really tired. We just couch rided for a while and watched Hijack. It's another show we're watching right now on Apple TV. I did have some emails to do and I just like couldn't focus on the emails because my brain's just kind of fried today. Like seeing like 13 hygiene patients, too much. That's too much. I don't think I can do it again. But I did find out more about the brand event I'm going to tomorrow. I will share that with you guys. That's like one thing since moving to LA, like I just get like invited to things. I'm like, oh, me? You want me to go to this thing? Like, okay. But it's a reformer Pilates class, so I'm not going to go to the gym in the morning. I have been to like some brand workout events that like weren't really workouts, but since this is a reformer Pilates class, I trust that it actually will be workout. So I don't have to be there super early, so I'm gonna get up and do some work in the morning, go to the event, and then I have my wedding dress alterations appointment in the afternoon. So anyways, I'm gonna go upstairs, go to bed. I'm currently reading Anything That Binds. It's a new like contemporary fantasy book, and I really enjoyed that the main female character is like in her like late 30s. It's just so rare to find an FMC who's not like 18, so really enjoying that. I just started it the other day. Good night. Okay, good morning. Just woke up, decided we're gonna go on a little coffee walk, and then I'm gonna do a little work before going to this brand event. The event is for Third Love, and I actually really love their regular bras. Like they come in like half cup sizes and like all of this stuff, but I'm wearing the set right now, and I will share my thoughts when I come back from my walk because they're not really great thoughts. I just feel like some brands don't need to do activewear. Like they do such a great job on their regular bras. It's like, why don't we stick to what we're good at? I feel like this is a common theme lately. Like everyone just wants to get in on the activewear game, and then okay, packing some stuff for this event. It's gonna be warm today, so I don't want to wear this, especially because the event is in West Hollywood. Every influencer event ever is in West Hollywood, and I hate driving there. Okay, so I didn't know what the set was going to look like before, but for a bra brand that has like so many different bra and cup sizes, to come out with a sports bra that I think is like extra small to extra large and just like kind of ill-fitting, like the bottom band doesn't really want to fit there, it's peeking out here, it doesn't come in multiple cup sizes, so I'm spilling out of my normal size small. Like I just feel like if you're a bra brand, like you should do a really good sports bra. The bra had some good intentions. We have adjustable straps, but I don't think the 3-hook closure was necessary. And then the leggings, the material is actually nice. It's supposed to be like a cooling material, and it's body hugging, it's lightweight, it's fitting well, but front seam. Why are we still doing front seams? And the seams in the back go pretty low, so not super flattering on the glutes. So the thing about these events is there's like no obligation to post or anything, or even an obligation to like say something you don't like truly mean. You guys know I have no problem telling you the truth about things, even if someone sends something to me. But this is generally why I prefer to try things on my own before I agree to anyone sending things to me, but I didn't get to see what this looked like. So I'm trying to dress this up, make this a little bit cuter with a little wrap top and a little pink claw clip. So this is what we have going. So I definitely need a little something to eat though. It's always when I'm running late that I have to mix a new peanut butter. And if there's a single other ingredient in my peanut butter besides peanuts, it tastes so weird to me. So mixing it up. So I'm just gonna have 2 rice cakes with peanut butter, and then I'm gonna have my normal smoothie when I get home. Anyways, for a brand's first activewear launch, I feel like I do keep my expectations pretty low. Like, does anyone do a good job on their first activewear launch? So there's always room to grow. Okay, I just got back from my class. Nice that they had smoothies at the end because I was gonna make myself a smoothie anyway. So the class was nice at first. Sometimes I don't like reformer Pilates classes or just Pilates classes in general because I just feel like it's taking away one of my gym days, and I'm a solid core girly. So to each their own, but it was a nice class. Very fancy studio, like very bougie, but they did tell me to be there promptly at 9:45. So as a prompt, timely person, I arrived at 9:45. Class didn't start till 10:30. I'm just sitting around for 45 minutes. I'm like, what? Are people actually that late? I mean, I guess I know that like literally no one is on time for anything. Like every time I show up to a temping shift early, no one's there. Every time I show up to like an interview early, no one's there. I show up to a brand event on time, no one, like they were literally still setting up. So I'm just like never showing up early. Actually, you know, my time anxiety won't let me not show up exactly on time. So that's just how it is. But it was still a nice event, nice class. It was nice to meet people. But today I am just feeling a little bit tired. So I just kind of like did the workout class and like talked to the Third Love people who were there a little bit, but I didn't really like try to make any friends today. So let me show you what's in my bag. They gave me a little tote bag. Of course, the outfit I had on, I think they gave me another one of the same outfits. So this will go into my giveaway pile. Okay, they gave me some Symbiotica sea moss. I've never tried sea moss. Got a little Salt and Stone deodorant. I'm an antiperspirant girly. Give me the aluminum. Then I got this little Clear Stem skin spray mist with some hypochlorous acid. Love a good hypochlorous acid spray.
You're such a good hide and seeker.
Matcha eye patches, and then some Third Love little underwear. We got some little cheekies, a bralette. I've only actually ever tried their t-shirt bra, which I actually really love. Their t-shirt bra is one of the best bras that I have.
Lingerie?
Yeah. Anyways, I have like 15 minutes before I need to go to my wedding dress alterations appointment. So I need to like gather my dress and like make sure everything is all good. Okay, back from the alterations. Still feeding the cats smalls, and they have really been liking it. I just feel like having some of these Trader Joe's soup dumplings for lunch. These are the chicken soup dumplings. Anyways, back from my alterations appointment. I didn't end up leaving my dress there, so I've had a journey with like my wedding dress alterations. I went to a place in Arizona. I think I did vlog this, but basically they just like never touched my dress, even though like they said they would start on it. So they like had my dress for months and didn't do anything. And I didn't really like their initial plan anyway, because my dress, we have to add on some space into the bust area. There's not enough space for me currently. And their suggestion to fix that was just like let out the seams, which there's clearly not enough space. So the place I just went to, she had like all 5-star reviews. She seemed okay. My main things I didn't like was that she kept telling me like how much work it is to fix the dress. And I'm like, I am paying you and it is your job. Like I don't complain to my patients that their treatment is so much work for me to do. Like no one wants to hear that, you know? So I didn't really like that. And I was okay with her pricing. Like I know wedding dress alterations are very expensive. Just for pay transparency, it was going to be $200 to change the straps. Understood. $600 to basically rebuild the bust situation, which I was like, yeah, that's like, you know, it's a lot, but it's definitely, that's the most work. And then it was going to be $700 just to hem the front of my dress, and my dress is chiffon, so you just cut it. So $700 to cut just the front of my dress. And she said, oh, this will take about an hour. I'm all for people like charging what they're worth. So if that's what she wants to charge, I just feel like the bust area should cost more than the hem because it's more work than that. So I just like wasn't feeling fully sold on it. So I do have one other person I'm going to get a consultation with who also has really good reviews. And she already told me online that she was going to be like of similar price to what that other girl mentioned. But I just feel like I'm getting better vibes with her. I feel like I have a pretty good sense of like reading people, and I just wasn't sure. So I'm going to schedule one more appointment for dress alterations. By the way, in case you missed it, getting married in Italy in June this year. So we're coming up on the date. I have all my invitations sent out. People are RSVPing, just currently working on some last minute things like my dress alterations, as well as just like planning the welcome party and a little day after brunch. So yeah, we have basically everything else all set though. Anyways, got my soup dumplings, and then I'm just gonna do some emails and stuff for the rest of the day. Then yeah, I'll check back in. Okay, so I just did some emails and things. And in my last vlog, I showed that I went with my friend to color me mine, and I painted this very cute hibiscus plate. I was so excited about it. It's been several weeks, so I was like, I don't know what is taking so long, but maybe color me mine is just extra busy. I don't know. I get a call today, and they said there was an issue with the first firing of my plate. Who knows what that was? So they tried to fire it again, and guess what? It cracked. And this is not the first time Color Me Mine has wronged me. When I was a kid, I painted like the cutest little like ceramic cat, and I was so excited about it. And in the kiln, they got like this like black paint all over it and essentially ruined it. So I literally had a feeling when I wasn't getting word back from Color Me Mine, I was like, they ruined my plate. Man, they ruined my plate. I was so excited about it. I was gonna put it up on my thing, and like, yeah, they're refunding me, but that doesn't get the 2 hours back that I spent painting that meticulously. So I'm really ready for my day to turn around. Anyways, we are about to go try a bike. We have just been wanting to get outside because, to be quite honest, it's been like 75 degrees outside, like for a good chunk of winter here. So essentially it's been summer, and we've been wanting to get some bikes because everyone bikes along like the beach paths and everything. So I actually got a bike at REI. It just like really doesn't fit me well and is uncomfortable, and it's like fully returnable and everything, but we're going to another bike store and I'm gonna try out a slightly more comfortable bike. I haven't biked since I was a kid, but like I want like one of those bikes with the handlebars that are like a little more comfortable. I'm not like leaning over like street racing. So we're gonna go try a bike and hopefully it works well, and then I'm gonna order it in this specific color. It comes in like this teal color with like a little brown seat. It's so cute. So fingers crossed, but we're gonna go do that to bring some joy into my day.
How does that one feel? Yeah, that's my level too.
We ended up going to the bike store, and this is really what we should have done at first, but we went to REI first because it was so close to us, and we're like, oh, we can just like so easily just like ride our bikes home. And they weren't like super helpful. They didn't like have us like even test drive the bike. So anyways, we went to like a more local bike store, which should have done in the first place. It was just like quite a bit further away, but we went and we tried the bike that I thought I was gonna like, and then the guy had a couple other suggestions, and so much more comfortable. Like the seat is more padded, the handlebars were exactly what I wanted. Like I really don't want to be like leaning over and putting a lot of pressure on my wrist. So found so much of a better bike, and it was on sale. So it's even cheaper than expected, and it already has like a kickstand installed and like all this stuff. So we're gonna go pick those up this weekend. Ian is also gonna get a bike at the new store again. You know, live and learn. We just didn't really know what we were doing when it came to bikes. So we were like, oh yeah, these ones will be fine. They just like really were pretty uncomfortable. Like I felt quite bruised, if you know what I mean, after like a 30-minute bike ride. I'd like you to know that Pinto is here on his heated blanket as usual. That's all. You just sit here all day. And then it was just late, and we just like really didn't feel like cooking. So we just got some burgers, and this burger place, apparently they use like Wagyu burger meat. Not that I care, it's just like convenient to us. The burgers are pretty good, but honestly nothing hits like In-N-Out. In-N-Out is like really the only burger that will truly satisfy like a burger craving for me. So I might not vlog again till the weekend, but I will talk to you guys another day. All right, you guys, it is a couple days later. I woke up today and my body just said, absolutely not. We got some sort of skin reaction going on. My eye is slightly red. I don't want any advice. You know, whenever I post like my skin acting up, I'm just doing it to show that like it happens when normally my skin is really good. I'm not doing it for people to message me saying, have you considered seeing a dermatologist? As if anyone with acne has ever not seen a dermatologist. Just like sometimes internet advice. Not good. So anyways, today I have been working on a little like presentation because I got actually invited to speak at 2 things. There's a club at UCLA School of Dentistry that asked me to speak at their club. They wanted me to speak about like being a new grad, being a general dentist, things like that, and like staying active in dentistry. So, you know, right in my wheelhouse. These are things I talk about a lot, struggles of dentistry and also staying active. Then I got invited to speak virtually to a club. I want to say it's Ohio. I don't really remember. I will look it up, but it's their Women in Dentistry Club. So I spent some time working on some slides today. So we will see if I keep the title and everything, but just kind of like going over about me, my journey in dental school, any advice that I have, the extracurriculars I did while in school, and then kind of like deciding to do AAGD, GPR, go straight to practice. Some advice about finding your first job. I'm still working on this slide. Advice on finding your first job, lots to say on like contracts and pay. Just talking about the first couple years as a new grad, like, you know, you go from being in school for years and always having a goal, and then you just start working and you're kind of just like, this is my life now. Am I just gonna work for the rest of my life? So just kind of sharing how I can lead to burnout and some things to do to remedy the situation. At least things I did. I found dental communities, I quit and got a new job. I took some CE classes to kind of spark my joy of dentistry again. Hobbies, you guys know I love some good hobbies, and I also went to therapy. So, and then I need to add a couple more slides on like staying active, the importance of staying active. A lot of people don't know this, but dentistry is a very physical job. We're literally doing manual labor just in your mouth. Like, it is very, very physical. Your back can get problems, your hands can get problems, people get carpal tunnel, your eyes get strained. It's very important, honestly, for all women to do strength training, to build your muscle mass, and there are just so many benefits. We don't need to get into it all right now. But anyways, it is actually Ian's birthday today. So I'm just gonna go downstairs, have a little snack. It's actually afternoon at this point, and then I'm picking up his birthday cake at a little bakery in Santa Monica. It's a carrot cake and it's really cute, so he doesn't know that yet though. Anyways, for my snack, I have been trying the viral Japanese cheesecake on TikTok. I don't know what's Japanese about it. I don't know what's cheesecake about it, okay? That's just what they're calling it on TikTok. But basically, I took a little Faye yogurt. This is just like the best Greek yogurt. And then they've been putting like Biscoff cookies in there, but I couldn't find those at the store because we were at Whole Foods. So I got these little Sweet Lawrence breakfast biscuits, and they are the blueberry ones. And then I'm gonna do a little honey drizzle because I have a feeling it's just not gonna be quite sweet enough. But basically, you leave this in overnight, and the moisture from the Greek yogurt kind of like seeps into the biscuits, so you can just like swipe it all together, and it's just really good. So that's what we're doing.
Is it good?